What up, everybody? It's your boy Neo today, and my challenge to you is to gain control of your thoughts today, one at a time, as many as you can remember to. Now, this whole thing was inspired by something had happened. I'll walk you through that, but before that, please enjoy the slideshow I threw together as I go, because it's kind of what I'm talking about. So, this is what I was doing, trying to meditate on a boat, trying to water a seed, which is playing make believe that that I own a boat, and I was talking to someone and telling them, life was good. They asked me how I was doing. Life was good. Da da da. Man, I heard you got a boat. Da da da. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm running everything down, and it felt freaking amazing. I watered the hell out of that seed. I vibrated the hell out of that frequency and brought that event, me being in that position, experiencing that. Not the boat. You can't bring a boat close to me because everything that exists is just made of vibrating energy. You are the same energy as that boat, so it is you, so it's already you. So for you to want that boat makes no sense, and that goes for anything in life. So you gotta see it as though you already have it. See it before you do it. Thoughts become things, you guys know. The whole rundown behind that. So I was watering the hell out of that seed, and when I was done, it felt great. I got real meditative. I was able to hold it, totally, completely kick the ego out. I was there in that conversation, in that moment, speaking to that exact person that I was having the conversation with. In my mind, I was there. And while I was talking to that person, I was telling them about a situation, the boat, how I got it, how cool it is. So my mind was not here. I was there while thinking about a third place. And second and third were taking precedent, and precedence, thus this first one that is reality, the one that you're listening to my voice right now, it was the furthest thing from my mind, and I was able to hold it that up for a very long time, and I praise God for that. That is a beautiful thing to be able to do. It comes with meditation. It all comes in a great package. But here's the thing, okay? As I was going along, at the end, I got upset with, and I'm gonna call it one of me's, okay? And I had broken myself down into three categories. That's the one that's the me that's one with God, the me that, I look in the mirror. I do these mirror exercises every now and then. I forget to do them because, I don't know, I just be forgetting. But it's cool because you get to look in the mirror, and I want you to envision that you are you, and the you that's in the mirror is God looking at you, and say something. And really see it and feel it, and you'll be kind of weirded out by the look, because it's like if you were to say thank you, for example, I'll say thank you to the guy that I'm looking at in the mirror that's just coming to me in my shape and form, my look. But the eyes, the soul, look into my eyes and say thank you. It's kind of like that being God is saying thank you back. And when I say you're welcome, it's kind of like God is saying you're welcome back, and it's a feeling thing, and I feel the connection the same way I feel the watcher in the room. It's a wonderful thing. It's the closest thing that I think us as humans will be able to get to God, is feeling that watcher feeling, and doing these mirror exercise. Um, but anyway, um, I'm of course not mad at that guy, because that God, that Neo, which is God, is telling me, yes, I'm the physical. My soul, my essence, right now, the Nehemiah is the mental world. I have no control of the physical world, but God like control over the mental world. I can do anything. God could take my life right now, but He can't stop me from thinking about a red apple on a table. So the outside world around me that I have no control over, the physical world, I guess that would be my other half, the yin to my yang, the Jarwa to my Ashira. And that God is looking at me saying, yes, I'm giving you exactly what you focus on the most. So if you want that, focus on it. Do your fucking job. I'm just going to keep doing what I do, giving you what you focus on. I'll give you energy dollars. You pay them to whatever you want, and I will deliver like Amazon.com. I can't be mad at that. I'm the one placing the orders. I can't be mad at that. Now, there's the second me. And this is the me that knows the mental exercises, came up with all the mental exercises, placed the things all around the house. The me that is awoke when I'm awoke, when I'm not on autopilot with my thoughts. That me is the me that talks to you guys. I'm trying to better this situation. I'm constantly trying to better this situation as opposed to spending my time doing anything else, because nothing else is more important than this. Fixing this, getting me and my mind right, will manifest into everything around me. My kids, my house, my spouse, everything around me will be positively affected. So this is number one, you know, and that's the awoke me. Like I said, it knows what to do and it wants to do it. But I'm mad at that me because it's not waking up from autopilot. Now, we have 60,000 thoughts a day on average per person. Now, this is the third me. Most of those 60,000 thoughts are on autopilot, and that's the third me that I'm really pissed at, because it's like, wake the fuck up. Like, it's so funny. You ever had a conversation with somebody, and when you start, I'm sorry, Puerto Ricans, but this happens with Puerto Ricans a lot. I could try to tell you about how the duck crossed the road, and it will take me an hour to get through that story, because as I go, I keep getting interrupted with a totally new subject that has nothing to do with that. And every time you bring it back, they will take it away again. I've been experiencing that a lot lately, especially hanging around with Puerto Ricans. I love you guys, but it is true. And I find myself doing it, and I snatch myself up by the collar when I do, mentally. But this third me that spends most of its time on autopilot, it's kind of like that. Okay, I can't even meditate. I can't even focus on a subject before autopilot kicks in and just takes me off somewhere else. Oh, you know what? I gotta get milk today. Something like that. It just takes me off somewhere else. I can be talking and be pay. And that's what I'm talking about. Watching the watcher, feeling the watcher watching you can only last for a second. Autopilot's gonna kick in. You're gonna start thinking about something. Now, what you're going to start thinking about, a lot of people think they get random thoughts. You don't get random thoughts. You get what you're used to thinking about. Change what you're used to thinking about, and you'll get different thoughts. Different thoughts will change your beliefs, and those beliefs will manifest your future, which is the whole reason why we're doing this. But I'm mad at the two me's. The one me that knows what to do and is not waking up, and the other me that is most of the time just on autopilot, absorbing things that are happening around you, calculating what to do next, da da da. All right, solving problems, going here, going there, being on time, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, drying off. All these things are taking up that energy, taking up that essence. That you is just on autopilot, going, getting things done, and it's like, stop and wake up. And that's the part of me I was really pissed off at. And it's like, it pissed. Oh my goodness, you don't understand. It is the reason why I have to run those boat like scenarios. These pictures you see in front of you, look, it's changing right as I say that. These scenarios, the reason why I have to run those scenarios in my mind is because the third me, the autopilot me that has majority, ain't stepping up. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm saying, step it up, man. And that's not to God. And that's what made me realize this tonight. I've always talked back and forth with God, but this was to a third person, because I know God is just a physical world saying, I'm placing your orders. You place the orders, I fill the orders. Without you placing the orders, there's no orders to fill. Yin to my yang. Let's go. Can't be mad at that one. Okay? Me right now talking, I am awoke. I'm doing my job right now. I am awake, I should say. Now, the only one that's not really doing their job in this current moment is the me that be on autopilot. Like, if I was to get up and walk down the hallway, for those 5 seconds I'm walking down the hallway, I'm probably going to be on autopilot, as opposed to waking up and either staying focused on my task at hand, which can get boring when you're just walking down the hallway. It's naturally human. That's why we have to fight to get the right mentalities and hold them. Water the right seeds. I mean, it's always going to be that struggle. Controlling your mind, trying to control your mind, is always going to be that struggle. And I'm trying to break it down with a pen and paper so that we can get through this. together, because I came to a realization the other day that I am, as much as I get to the second me, okay, where I'm awoke, and then I take it to another place where I close my eyes and play make believe and spend my energy dollars on a specific situation like yachts, or vibrate at the same frequency as, you know, a universe that has a situation where I am on my paid for yacht. It's I can see it all I want. I can sit in it and it'll feel great. Eventually, I have to let it go. And that's the problem. Eventually, I have to let it go. And I'll never really be able to. I don't think I've been trying so hard for all these years to pull it out of a hat somehow, but I don't think I'll really be able to feel that power, I should say, because it is power. The ability to stay on there for a month worry free, that's a level of power that I want. It has nothing to do with power over anybody, any political, anything except for my property, whether it be a small boat or a big one, whether the employees be one or many. It's all the same, just on different levels. A laugh is a laugh. One is harder than another, but it's all just a laugh. I won't be able to feel that until I have that, and that's a problem because I need to be able to feel that in order to water that seed, in order to see it. I know I deserve it. That's no problem. I deserve it physically off of what I've done on this planet. Do I deserve it mentally? Have I watered those seeds? No, I don't deserve it. I hate to say it out loud, but it's true. I am not putting in that work mentally. I'm over here doing other stuff. It's Christmas. I got all kind of stuff going on. I haven't been able to even stop. You know, most of these videos I'm doing them at two o'clock in the morning, right before I go to sleep. I get meditative, and guess what? Boom, the house is at rest, and I just have a second to breathe, and these ideas just come to me, and I end up hitting record. And we 12 minutes in, and that's how this happened. But yeah, I hate to seem like, I guess, growing up, to say or do anything like this would mean you had split personalities and they call you cuckoo or whatever. But, I do it for all intents and purposes because, you know, we all, Eckhart Tolle, this book right here in the very beginning of it, he says that he was going to commit suicide. And he said that he said to himself, I cannot live with myself no more. And then he said that he stopped for a second and he said, wait a minute, who is the myself that I can't live with anymore? If I'm the same being, who is the myself that the I can't live with anymore? And that was it was a weird story. Sorry he had to go through all of that, but it was interesting, and it opened my eyes to the possibility that maybe it's not wrong to think a certain way. Maybe it's not wrong to split myself up into sections because I am very diverse. I am very diverse. The things I like, the things I do, I switch up. I switch up. I was like that in school. My clothes, I would be sweatpants for a whole week, like I was going to the gym, and then I'd throw on a suit. I wore a suit to school. Not a lot, but I did, just to freak them. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta do it. Oh, sorry. Uploading this video, not this one I'm doing. But yeah, it really pissed me off, and I hope we'll get to this soon because you guys know anything you chase will run from you. That's a law like gravity. For me to be able to get meditative and spend time watering a positive seed about this and exit before the ego gets a chance to kick in and start kicking my teeth in, proving to me how I'm not even there, I'm here with my eyes closed, that's great. That's all fine and dandy. But when you're done, you gotta find a way to let it go because this third this third you is gonna cause conflict. It's gonna make you mad at you for not doing a better job because you know your future depends on it. You know, it's kind of like if you won the lottery, right? And but you had to get the ticket out of your, safe or whatever and drive it up to the lottery place and you weren't doing it. And you sitting at home in the afternoon like, yo, I could be rich right now. Why don't I just go ahead and do that? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a, I don't know if it's kind of, I don't know if that was a good analogy or not, but it's an immediate shock to my system that I could have done this by now and I haven't because I've been not lazy, because remembering to remember honestly is the hardest part of this whole thing. Remembering to remember to do these mental exercises, to stop and smell the roses, to stop and bring in the water, to stop and do some affirmations. That is the hardest part. Controlling one's thoughts is the hardest occupation a man can have, according to both science and religion, hands down. And I think the biggest part of the hardest thing a person can do is remembering to remember. Because there's a lot of parts to thoughts. I always refer to like having a family member in the hospital and being able to not run the what if scenarios. It's like damn near impossible. You try to stay positive, then they just keep coming up. And that's just one side of things. But it's like all in all, you just gotta learn more about you. I try to learn more about myself, and when I believe that it'll apply to everyone else, I throw it out there. And which is the reason I hit record. So yeah, am I gonna come up with a solution to this today? I mean, for right now, it is what it is. Just like I just laid it out for you. Until then, I'm still stuck. Honestly, I want to stay present and water these seeds, but without progress, without seeing anything tangible. I guess that's the big thing. Without seeing any tangible progress, you don't believe there's progress, which leaves you with two things. One, to not progress sucks. You feel like you don't have purpose. And for two, you think something that you're doing is wrong when this formula has worked for literally every single thing that's in front of me right now, including this microphone and this bottle of water. The mic on my neck, everything, this shirt, this chain, this hat, every single notepad, every single thing I see around myself, it has worked for in perfect succession, if I use that term correctly just now. What am I doing wrong? Why hasn't it come yet? Those are the two questions. I know why. I haven't been watering the seed. Why haven't I been watering the seed? Because I'm trying to stay present and focus and give my 100% of my attention to what's happening in front of me. That's getting the best results and connecting with everyone around me more than I've connected with them before. Building better bonds, better relationships. Me and my kids are closer today than we have been in a while. Not like, okay, let me rephrase that. Every day we keep getting closer, and today would be the closest we've been in life. Sounds a lot better that way. That's what I wanted to say. So, yeah, I'm enjoying my movie time, watching life as a movie and just letting it unfold. You need to do something. You need to go to all right, let's do it. Let's go. Trust my gut. What God puts in front of me, I go with it. If a situation looks bad, I try to find a silver lining, and once I find it, I exploit the hell out of that shit, and it just blossoms for everyone involved. And it's hard. I told myself I'm never going back to that chase life, looking at those pictures and imagining myself there only to end it and come back to here. Wishing I had that, but I don't, which is a reminder that, for one, it feels like you failed when it's actually not a failure until you died. If you had a goal, you could achieve that shit at 74. You never know. You don't know when it's time. When you get things, you do it on your dime, on God's time. On your dime, the energy you're putting out towards something, that's your pay. Okay, you're putting forward out. It's on your dime, but in God's time. when he feels like bringing it to you, when he has to twist and pull and turn different people, different places, and do things. I think that weather is a big factor. Um, just a little side note, I brought this up before at this seminar. If you are manifesting a huge change and you need to affect a large number of people in the same, let's say, county, at the same time, rain is a great way to do it. I mean, as God, rain is a great but natural way to do it besides just snapping your fingers and making everybody do it. Rain is a great way to shift and twist and pull and turn. It slows down people's driving. It makes some people stay home. It puts some people in a mood. It puts some people in pain. And, all these different things are used to make people do this, that, and connect with each other and get you the results that you truly believe are going to happen. So you got to change what you believe, and that starts by changing what you deserve in your mind. Demanding it, expecting it, which is your beliefs and what you change. I always say, what you expect is what will truly happen. What you expect deep down inside, not on the surface when you say, "Oh, I know everything's gonna be great," and you tell everyone you know, "I know everything's gonna be great," but you, in the back of your head, you know, it's been happening every year for the past such and such years, so it's probably gonna happen this year. Um, or this encounter. It's sad, but there's ways around it, and we're gonna exploit the hell out of them to get what we want out of life. Remember, you don't want objects. You want. Excuse me. Wrong hole. Should I drink more water? I don't know. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. That jump. It's still there. Oh, sheesh. Enjoy your life now, man. What you truly expect is what you get. It's hard to expect better, but you don't have a choice. Until next time, I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay positive. Try not to cough on the mic. And dang, it was really good too. It was. Oh man, I wish I could remember. I just got so much going on right now. But it's all great things. It's all things to smile. Good problems to have, I guess, is what they call it. Just gotta wake up. Just gotta wake up more often and earn it. Learning more, dissecting, and earn it. Freaking earn it. Step it up, Neo. Step it up, Neo. All three of y'all. Step it up. God, I know you just placing orders, but guess what? I believe you have some effect. Come on, send me some reminders. You know? I used to be thankful for the reminders, the small clicks and beeps that happen that wake you up to the moment. Remind me a little bit more. Help out. Look, we all head towards the same goal. We all want the same thing. You want me to be happy. I want reasons to be happy. Happy, happy, happy. Let's go. Let's work together. All three of us need to step it up. I personally right now represent the me that knows the plan, knows what to do, and is ready to execute. Now, as soon as I stand up and start walking over there and start daydreaming about what I'm going to pick up from the grocery store tomorrow, I'm back on autopilot. But I'm going to do something about that. I'm going to do something about that. And actions speak louder than words. You'll see if I did or not in the upcoming days. I love challenges like that. So until then, I challenge you. Gain control of your thoughts today. I don't know if I like the way that today just rolled off. I hate it when people say one day at a time. That kills me. I mean, moments are in a day. One moment at a time. That's what you need to do. Because one day at a time you forget. At the end of the day, you say, "Did I take it one day at a time?" Oh no, maybe I didn't. One moment at a time means, oh shit, this is a new moment. I just remembered. Let's capitalize on what I just remembered and exercise that practice. Let's take it this moment. All right, what just happened? I can't be changed. Okay, the next step is this. All right, let's go. Gain control of your thoughts today. One thought at a time. Let me change this up for you. One thought at a time. As many as you can remember to. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm gonna blast that for y'all. Get on top of that, y'all. Until then, I love you. Remember, thoughts become things. Stay focused. Alright? This has been another one. Peace.